One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and what I've got here for you today is a sweet 1980 Jeep Wagoneer. I don't have all my info with me. Check the eBay ad. I think it's one or two. I was leaning towards one there, but check the ad in eBay. It's a beautiful truck. It's in great shape. There's a couple little things on it here or there that I'll go around and show you that aren't just as perfect, but it's a sweet, clean truck that doesn't need a whole lot except to be driven. It's clean outside, it's clean inside, and it's a damn good runner. That's all there is to it. It's a pretty sweet looking truck. So that's the deal. Not 100% perfect, not 100% sitting out in the field. This is something that someone's used and kind of taken well care of from the look of everything. Well, that's your kind of first look around it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of swing around and kind of show you any damage and such. My website, oneownercarguy.com, you can see all kinds of, probably about 60-80 pictures of this truck. And I'm going to go ahead and start looking down the sides and show you any dings and stuff. And it's not completely ding free. And in fact, there's a spot on it that you will notice that I'll show you up close. It's been repaired. Missing a emblem here. Miscellaneous chips and stuff around it. Same thing here, and some fading on the clear coat on that piece. And I don't know if this came with wood or if it came with paint. I don't know. I know that this piece is just slightly darker than this piece for some reason. And not only that, there's a part right here that had a scratch in it and was primered. And you can see the ridge on it if you look very close. And this piece was repaired. And it's not perfect. You can see sand scratches in it. As a matter of fact, there is a can here that I show. I got a video of doing it on there, and I'll show you the only two rips I see anywhere when I show you the inside. But that's on it, and I want to show you that. A few little minor scratches, and he's starting to get some bubbling right here under the paint on this one. Right there. Wagoneer thing missing. Little chip thing, bubble. A couple chips and a lot of checkering across this. Checking. Chip. At some point, you'll repaint the whole thing, I'm sure. Couple dings and such right here. I'm going to complete this once around and show you the bumper. It's got a little bit of something to it. You might replace that. This lens is hanging a little bit because the screw is not actually in it correctly. Discolored on the bumper a bit, but I figured you'd replace that anyways. These pieces are hanging a little bit on that side, and this side not as much, but you can see a little bit of space in there. Crackage and stuff in the paint underneath the bumper. I believe it has probably likely been repainted at some point. Miscellaneous dings and stuff and checkering all over the top surfaces here. It looks good, presentable, but it's got that. You know, see this? It makes me think if the whole thing was maroon or something, which is quite possible. Same kind of checkering and stuff, checking on top. Missing a screw right there. And I've actually got a few extras inside. This piece is just a little loose. We actually put a nice new one on it. A little bit of that right there. And they caulked that right there. Other than that, down this side, straight as can be. A couple dings like right here that you can barely see. It's in great shape. Let me show you the tow hitch and all. All these straps are in pretty good shape. This one's lifted up there a little bit. It's got a bend in it. A little bit of something right there. And these you can adjust however you want and tighten and tension up. So I'm going to actually tighten these up where they stand. Actually that one goes the other way. There we go. And you can do them lighter or tighter, depending on what you're doing. Same thing here on these plastic pieces. They're just not 100%. Rear bumper is very straight. Same thing, little gap right in there. Crack in the lens. Some of this stuff starting in the pop metal. Man, that's about it. Like I say, oh here, chrome coming off of the bumper in a few spots. Not bent like the other one. And that's pretty much the same thing down here. It's pretty much your once around, twice around, and all that. A couple dings that I didn't see. And right there. Like I say, not perfect, but beautiful. And great running, nice driving truck. Chips there. And being a nice clean rig, it's also an old rig. I'm sure something will break on you at some point. Be it a year from now, be it a month from now, be it tomorrow. Got all the sweet wheels. Nice set of general all-terrain tires with all kinds of tread on them. And that's pretty much your once around, twice around. We're gonna go for a test drive here in a second. I'll show you the inside and all that. That's the deal. Thanks for watching. I'll clip some more in here in a second. Nathan, 406-544-6919. Okay, on the way out for the test drive. And I'll show you again tonight where you get a different view in the light. These places are in good shape, these rubber pieces. However, you see this white specks there and right here? So it really makes me believe it's been painted. And look at this. Nice and clean and dry as can be. Look at that pan gasket's been off and replaced. The alternator's been replaced. The starter's not too old. It's in clean. The boot's ripped on that shock. The stabilizer shock. Nice truck. Clean under here. And that's what I dig on these. In fact, it's the first place I go to look on a truck or car. Is I want to see underneath it. I want to see if they replace stuff. There's going to be leaks. And this thing ain't perfect. See the white right there? But it's not leaking all over the place. There'll be a damn gasket or something somewhere. A cobweb here and there, huh? Look at there. Cobwebs from... I had a tarantula in my garage, actually, the other day. Almost walked right across my foot. Not too cool. Not scared of much, but I'll tell you what. That'll make you jump. They're in good shape. Tiny signs of dry rot right there. And underneath the back, look at that back pumpkin gasket's been off and been replaced, you can see. And that's that. I think it's time for the test drive. Once I get all the cobwebs off my hand here. So that's that. One owner car guy. OneOwnerCarGuy.com. Don't know how I'm editing all these together, but I know that it's time for test drive. I do like to test drive. That's probably the reason why I sell anything to begin with. It's because I enjoy it. It's beautiful in here. Driving different cars. Starts up nicely. Little belt squeal now and then. And it seems like a little bit of a high idle when you first start up. A little bit of air from that wing window over there because that piece is getting loose. It's a nice driver. Let's slow down here at about 20 or so. Oh, and the speedometer doesn't work. So when I say 20 and I stop at 40, I'm gauging it. And I'm pretty darn close too. I know that. I feel like the idle's a little high. And as these get older, I think these were the last carbureted trucks ever made. And by trucks, SUVs, cars, anything. Last carbureted vehicles made. And not this year. 89, I think, maybe? 91? I don't know. nice driver, and everything seems to work really well. I've got a 41. Pretty good. I was gonna stop and do a review of this road grader down here. Don't know if they're gone yet. Out of the way. This is one nice Jeep. It's not perfect. It needs some little this and needs some little that. I honestly feel like it needs a master cylinder. It stops nice, but a little bit of in the brake pedal, and could be able to be bled out. I guess some of my stuff, you know, you look on eBay and you see them either nice and beautiful and huge amounts of money, or you see them all rusted sitting in a field. My stuff's a little bit different than both of them things. I'm kind of the in-between for sure. And yes, I do feel like it is idling just a bit high. You know, these have a choke, I'll bet. Electric, maybe. I don't know. I don't know this year. I know it drives the shifts great. And check the eBay ad. That's one reason I don't have prices in my nice downshift and upshift and everything. Prices in my YouTube all the time is I will have my guy look at the idle on this and see if I can fix anything. You know, I noticed I don't think the blinker went off when I turned there. Horn works. And it is a nice car. This ain't no car. Power window. Oh, it feels nice with that air. It was 94 degrees today, and boxed up in here is not. You gotta have a window down. But I want you to be able to hear me. AC, you know, it needs a charge or something. It's pretty darn cold. Maybe it's just because it's so warm in here, but it's pretty darn cold. Feels good. I'm leaving it on actually. Yeah, as hot as it is, I'd say it's nice and cool. It's not ice cold. Maybe it'll cool up. Cool up! Or whatever. Show you the insides and we'll back it on up. It doesn't feel like it goes all the way down the first when you do something like that. Ooh, we ain't got much room here at all. We'll still get it in here. A little bit of a stall there sometimes. Ooh, it's all idled down too. Might be because the AC is on. Yeah, it's just cool. It's not ice cold or anything. Wow. Comes on a lot higher too. Ashtray is loose in here. Oops, sorry, I should see that. This piece is loose and it needs a screw tightened up, but it also needs that piece installed where you have the liner. So it works, it's functional, but it needs what I'm saying there. So you can hear that idle just a... Hey, there we go. I just got it down here down below and I wanted to throw in this video somewhere. that clock don't work. And this piece is slid down. And this piece over here, and you think the two side pieces and the bottom piece is missing here. I didn't mention that. Mirror, of course, over here works fine and all. Also, well, that's about it. Well, this one, check it out. Yep, works fine. I mentioned this. Small drip of oil if you leave it set overnight, a couple nights. That's just here 2 nights, and there's drips under it. After it drips and you drive it, it don't drip until you stop again, and then it's just a bit and that's it. A bit and that's it. So that's everything on this truck. Every once in a while the fuel pump seems to want to stop fuel pumping, and you'll start it and it'll start and then die, and start and die and start, and boom, you're good. Just runs. And it's not bad. I don't think it's not pumping or nothing, but great truck. Light project. See the bumper there? I've got one, got lots of parts. Call me up, Nathan, 406-544-6919. Well, back at you, and I'm going to show you the interior on this truck. And as you'll see, the interior is really nice. The doors are in great shape. This here is loose, and it's because the pull strap is missing. In fact, you have that in there. Pull it right up. Well, it should be loosened up a little bit and put in correctly, but that handle on there will keep it from being that way. Don't put stuff in here because there's a hole in there, in your pocket there. Don't want a hole in your pocket. And you can see that piece of carpet there? It falls down. Dunk. Needs to be attached or something. I just left it. You can make a choice. $48,773, and I believe them. I don't think it's rolled. No way to tell on an old 5-digit truck like this, but there's no wear on the pedals. Hardly anywhere at all, actually. Most things dirt in there, which you can expect and such. Wires, you know, like normal down here. Oh, because it may be missing a piece that goes under here. I don't know about that. Could be though. I don't know. I just want to be as up front as possible. I don't see where it could clip on, but that's that. The carpet's nice. Looks like a burn hole or something there, but there's no foul smells, no foul odors. Maybe it happened at the auction. That happens a lot. Odors? What did I say? Like the seats, they're in great shape. The piping is in great shape. There's one little piece there. It's a little odd. And other than that, they're in great shape. Console works. Dash is beautiful, not all cracked up. However, the speaker grill is a little bit iffy there, right at that spot. There's a tear in it, you can see. And that's the only spot. It's not warped all like that or anything. It's in great shape. Ashtray is loose in there. And I think I showed you that last night. This piece is loosened, as is that piece. And it needs the inside cardboard insert. Headliner's in great shape. Looks nice. Visors are nice. A little more faded from being in the sun. And it's in good shape. Like I say, it's been painted at some point or something. Ding right there, I didn't really show you yesterday. More of a dent, actually. Just wanted to show you that. And I got a bumper for it. If you wanted a bumper, I'll make you a deal, put all the stuff right in it. Call me up, Nathan, 406-544-6919. These are Boss. They're not Pioneer like the others. I believe the carpet's been replaced because it's different than the shag, but I don't know for sure. This one's a little loose. Is it missing a screw? Missing? Oh, the screw pulled through. Sure did. Needs a washer on it. There's a tear like this on either side, and the guy had got a new rack for it and put in it, and the way it was sitting in here, it kind of messed that up. Popped a couple screws in the back to hold that headliner up. Now, if that absolutely bugs you or something, I can get this whole headliner done for like between 125 to 175, I believe, on a bigger SUV like this. It's got this travel tank's auxiliary main tank switch on it. I don't know a lot about it. You get a belt squeal every now and then. That's free. It comes right with it. There's the window. From the switch here. And you gotta make sure that both tanks have enough fuel in them, is one thing I've noticed. Let's go ahead and show you some of this while I'm up here. It's a nice runner. A little cold right now, cold-hearted. Like I say, it needs some adjustment. Power locks, carb adjustment would be nice on this one. Windows work, but the power locks are not working. So definitely the more important of the two works. Uh-oh. That one didn't want to go back up, did it? It sure doesn't. Why not? To go down. Doesn't want to go up. Okay, I'm going to set this down for a second. It's catching on the door lock somehow or another. Let's see if it works now. Seems to work. Now, however, that one over there is not wanting to be user-friendly from that switch. It is not from this switch either, so it's got a bad motor, most likely. I got one of them. I'll tell you. I'll even install it. A few little marks there, but nothing all cracked up or nothing. It is all it's cracked up to be. It's not all cracked up. Now that has a crack in it, chip there, so you know. And I'm going to show you the back. We'll leave this running here for a second. How's that? Like a chrome piece. Okay. This could be the piece that I'm thinking about. In fact, I'm almost positive it is. And it's got a little clip piece broken off here. I may have that piece. Like I say, you'd have to call. Don't know what this means. It honestly may be for this truck, which is very rare. I don't know if this is a limited. I can't prove any of that. However, I do think it is something like that because of the extra options in this year. This is a custom boxes on them, and so they're kind of out like that because the boxes are rubbing. I guess the whole thing could be picked up. Yeah, it can be picked up and moved in. So he's got a custom box. That's a pretty big speaker in there, and they'll go in a bit more. But as of right now, this one here is kind of bent a little around. Oops, sorry if I'm showing you my face there or something stupid. So these could be worked with, laid out, and straightened out a bit. But it's in good shape. Clean Jeep. Could use some vacuuming and stuff, as you can see. Got duct tape carpet. Very nice shape. Same thing here, like I said on the other side. I could get that fixed if you want. Just that panel's all that needs fixed. And a little part right there. It's in great shape. The carpets. Door panels are all in great shape. Like I said, this one's not going down at the time. I'll show you this again in a different light. You can see the first glance, it's hard to even see, but you can tell there is a fix there, which I'll probably fix more on this at some point. So, and it'll idle down a little bit more after it warms up. It's a different day, and I just pulled it in here just now. So to kind of show you that in full, now this is in great shape. I'm gonna back it up. I want to run over the dog's toy. This one, down and up, is working great. Same in the front. Same here. but it's not wanting to go forward. So, be about my height or fix your seat. So, nice, straight, not rusted up body. Most of the options and everything work. Couple little things that need attention. Good running truck, well maintained. Don't like the way it runs on the carb. I think that the carb needs a little tinkering with. It's hard to do with the camera. It's in great shape. And if you have any questions, Nathan, 406-544-6919, and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to have to take some time to clamp that on there. It's just usually gone on these trucks, and it's usually under the cobwebs. But walk out of the cobwebs. It's hot back there too, but you can see the paint and everything just in great condition on there. This thing is pretty original, man. And it's in great shape. All your tanks are in great shape. Dual horns, baby. Cool stuff. I think that's your cruise control unit. I mean, the sticker's still on the computer and stuff. Look at the exhaust manifolds and everything. This thing's in great shape. So, few dings. Put some paint on it. 360. Well, I mean, you don't have to put any paint on it. You could leave it just like it is. Seems to run really well. Shifts really well. I don't like the way the reverse feels when going up a huge hill. And I'll show you what I mean here. Does it? No, I don't like that brake master cylinder or booster. One or the other. It gets a little bit of whoosh. What is it? A rock in the driveway. See, now this hill is huge, but this is what I'm talking about here. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's peeling out, man. It's going. Actually, I can't even put the force on it I wanted to. The thing's mean. It feels nice. Oh, that's likely what it is. It cuts out, and it's from that carb, man. I do not like the way the carb makes it do that, although it runs great. It's got plenty of power, and like I say, it's idled down now a bit. Just that little bit of a cough there. I feel like it could be tuned up a bit on the carburetor. Okay, so I've showed you everything. This is the piece that's it's bent, in fact, and I got extra little windows I could sell you on it and such. And power locks ain't working on either one. Kind of discolored on some of that manufactured chrome, or I guess you'd say plastic chrome. Well, this is your big old once, twice, and thrice around 4-wheel drive, which I think on the other ones it's a different kind of setup. This actually does have the locking hubs. Don't know if that's an add-on or how you engage or whatever, but I think that is a cool option on these. It's a very neat year. It looks nice. Don't know if it's a limited, but it has that sticker, and I will do some research. Hopefully the eBay ad may show some of that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. General all-terrains, and they're in great shape, but I don't like how there's a little bit of dry rot along the edges. Around town I'd use them forever. Titties all over the sides, the guy hardly used them. In fact, this one ain't got it as bad, but you can see a little there. And cracking that lens from where that dent is. I got one of them, I think. Okay. One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, 1980 Jeep Wagoneer. And it's a beautiful Jeep Wagoneer. I love them wheels on it. And call me anytime, Nathan, 406-544-6919, oneownercarguide.com. Import, export, I'll ship this truck to any port in the world, except for a couple, and I'll get you taken care of. It's cheap, actually, and anywhere in the United States, just as easy. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you.